I'm Paresh Date. I'm Professor of Financial Mathematics at Brunel University, London. And my talk is about news sentiment, use of news sentiment in sustainable investing. So our poster is titled Identifying Key Financial Materiality Drivers for Sustainable Investing. So for those who are not in RegTech, regulation technology, what is financial materiality? All companies in UK, Europe, and many other countries, Australia, Canada, Japan, will have to report on different environmental, social, governance factors which materially affect the financial performance of their enterprise. So basically, as measured by metrics like your secondary stock market price. There is a taxonomy of different financial materiality factors or drivers determined by something called Sustainability Accounting Standards Board. There are 26 different such financial materiality drivers. So there are things like business ethics and human rights and energy management and employee health and safety and so on. So there are 26 different such things. And the companies determine what is financially material for them and what they report on from 2026. And how do they determine that? There is no objective methodology, which is where we come in. So Metro Capital, so Dr. Andrew Tucker, Metro Capital CEO is here if anybody wants to talk to him. Metro Capital is a data science company. They machine read and index an awful lot of data for about 1,500 companies. Daily, they will collect news items from trade news, from media, from social media, and so on. On each of those 26 drivers for each different company, and will assign essentially a +1, -1, or 0 value to it, as in, is it a positive news, negative news, or a neutral news for that particular driver. And then you can basically query and look up on a particular day for a particular company, was it a good news or a bad news, how many news items were positive or negative for a specific driver, and so on. What we did in this UKFin Plus funded project is basically we quantified information about individual drivers. So for BP, on a particular day, what was the score on human rights, for example? Then we used these 26 drivers as features and did classification on share price. What is its basically baseline share price? Does the share price increase because of particular driver? Does it decrease because of that driver? And so on. Then you get a feature importance ranking. You can look at which of those drivers are actually important from secondary share market price point of view, a stock price point of view. And then the company can determine which particular financial materiality drivers they need to report on using just very clear, very transparent methodology based on open source data that we think these drivers are more important because they have the highest ranking. Am I out of time?
You have a minute.
Okay, good. So, and we also did some analysis along time axis. We can take rolling window and look at what the feature rankings are over time. So for example, for BP, the ranking for human rights over 17 different windows ends up being within top 3, right? So they can say that this is we are reporting in our corporate disclosure, we identify this as a material risk because with this particular methodology, which is peer reviewed, which is based on open source data, it is identified as our top 3 risk. So that was our work so far. It has been going well with about 9 companies. We have got extremely promising results. And we are building a further machine learning layer so that basically we automate our pipeline. Thank you.
Thank you, Paresh. Thank you.